Where we're going to start this journey is with something called isometrics. Isometrics means same length, and what that means in terms of your body positioning is whatever shape we're choosing, we're going to hold it dead still, trying to go a little bit higher with millimeters at a time. It isn't the funnest thing to suddenly do on a cold body, so we are going to do an unusual little warm-up. And to get started, to feel does this warm-up work for your nervous system, I'd like you to do a forward fold and just notice how the forward fold feels. How low you go, where you're at, all the different things, maybe sensations. Amazing. And once you have a clear idea as to where your forward fold is, stand up and we're going to do something called a sensory shower. So very simply, you're just going to start washing the hands. This helps to light up large spaces in your brain and can sometimes give you added bit of range, strength, and control, particularly if you're about to do something like isometrics. Now, take your hands onto your face. Wake up the skin around the eyes and the jaw, the forehead. Stroke your fingers through your scalp. And then start to rub your ears a little bit. Stroke your hands from your chin down towards your chest. And then take your hands onto the back of your neck. Stroke your hands across your collarbones. Nice strong pressure around your rib cage and your belly. And then you're going to do like a little forward fold flexi tortoise shape on the back to take your hands around the sacrum and the lower spine. Now run your hands down the front of the thighs and up the back and do that twice more. And then we're going to stroke from the shoulder down to the fingertips and from the fingertips up to the armpit, and then same on the last limb. Now, after all that, it's just going to give you that added little zing. Let's take our forward fold again and just notice if it's the same, better, or worse. Usually, for most people that I work with, they do find that that sensory shower has made a difference in terms of how far they can go in whatever range of motion they're practicing. Now, what we're going to do after the sensory shower is begin working the different components of your splits. And as we start to then tick those boxes, we're then going to go to some other parts of the body which can also help you get deeper and stronger in those ranges. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the hip flexors. And for your isometrics, we're going to work on lifting the knee up towards the chest. It's very tempting to counterbalance the weight of your leg by leaning back. Stay stacked on top of your standing leg and bring your knee towards your chest as high as you can. We're going to stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing on the right foot, bring the left knee up to your chest. It's very tempting to counterbalance. I want you to almost lean forward a touch, and then imagine someone heavy is trying to push your leg down and you're fighting against them by lifting the knee up. 5, 4, 3, going up a little millimeter higher, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now that's the first stage, getting those hip flexors a bit stronger for the front leg. But of course, in splits, the knee is extended. So what we're going to do is lift the right leg up again, and you're going to extend through the knee and flex through the foot and hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you do the other side, I want you to visualize your back leg is parallel to the floor and you're in the splits. So lift up through the left leg and imagine you're lifting up against a heavy backpack hanging on the edge of your ankle for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job. A little shake out. Those are your hip flexors with knee extension. We're then going to work on our glutes. So something similar to that. So worth basically putting your hands on something if you want to take balance out of the equation. Bring your body into a warrior 3. The right leg begins. And I want you to imagine that heavy backpack hanging off the edge of your ankle is so heavy, you're lifting it as high as you can, and you're feeling that glute on the back leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, we change to the other side. Lift up against that heavy mass. Don't let the body compensate by coming forward. Keep it tall and lift up the leg as high as you can with the tall body. 5, 4, 3, 2, come on, backpack, and 1. Awesome. Now again, nice, but we want to do it a bit better. This time the body is going to stay elevated. So when we have the floor there, the back leg will be pushed up because the floor will be pushing the leg up. In standing, we haven't got that luxury. We can only rely on the strength of our muscles. So we're going to start with the right leg again. Body's going to stay perpendicular to the ground. We're going to imagine a balloon tied to the edge of your ankle, lifting your back leg up as high as it can go. You're not compensating by leaning forward this time, but you are going up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change it over to the other side. Beautiful, and then bring that down. Now, we've only been doing 5-second holds. Let's up the ante a little bit. Right leg is going to come forward. We're going to hold for 10. We're going to send right leg back and hold for 10. Left leg, left leg. Because you're standing on one leg for a long time, that could get tiring. So if you need a chair to hold on to, it is going to make it more manageable. Make sure that you get through the whole 20 seconds, maybe even pausing and repeating if you've got the time. You ready? Let's go. Right leg up. 10. Excellent. Leg goes back as high as it possibly can for 10. Amazing. Take that foot down. So we're mimicking the muscular action of the splits, even though we're not fully in it. Hopefully, when we do eventually get into the splits, you'll be like, oh, okay, I see where she's going with this. Right now, maybe it feels a little vague, but trust that I am working through all the right ranges and all the right muscles. Let's do the same on the left. 10 seconds, lift and hold. And then take the leg back behind you. Same thing, lift that heavy backpack. And place the foot down. Really good. So shouldn't it feel too bad? Are you feeling nice? You feel the muscles? Okay, come on down and you're going to grab some blocks. And what we're going to do is we're going to step the right leg forwards and the left leg back. And I don't want you to worry too much about being low in your splits or even finding your greatest range of motion because you're not really warm yet. So I want you to just go down into a splits shape. That could be quite high for some of you. It could be much lower. You're just going into a place that feels fairly comfortable. Like, I know I can go a lot lower, but I don't want to go there yet, if that makes sense. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and lift up the front leg, which is why you don't want to be too low. Hopefully that makes sense. And I don't know about you, but it'd feel nice to give your back knee a little bit of love and a bit of cushioning. Okie dokie, artichoke, are we ready for the right leg to do that lift? Yeah? Let's do this. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We're now going to lift it up for 10 seconds. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How are you feeling about a 15-second lift? You're shaking your head. You're like, I don't feel too good about that. Go as long as you can, okay? We're going up to 15. It doesn't matter if you don't reach all 15 counts. Here we go. 10, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. That is so intense, but just also so amazing. And that even if you just did a few counts of those, take a little moment, give yourself some love, some good energies. Let's go back into the half splits. Nice comfy splits. 5, 10, 15, or as many as you can do. Let's do this. And down. Quick side note, added benefit, this is also working your abs. You can thank me later. 10 seconds coming up. Let's go. And down. Sometimes we find one side is a bit easier than the other. That's quite normal for most of us, so don't overthink it. Doing practices like this can help balance things out too. I'm procrastinating. Let's go for it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. So that's again getting that front of the thigh, the hip flexors working hard. We're a little bit lower to the ground now, and you're more accountable because you've got the floor right there. It can feel really intense. So a similar concept now on the back leg, but using the standing splits. So we're going to stand up, and you're going to have your right leg as the base. Your left leg is going to lift up behind you. And what I want you to imagine is that a huge big ankle weight is basically forcing your leg down, and you're having to work so hard to lift the leg up against that weight. So here we're going to lift and hold the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the foot down. Let's lift up through the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done. Now take left leg to the sky. Hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift up through the right. Same counts. And 1. Nice. Yeah. 15. I'm laughing because I think you and I both knew what was coming, and we were like, no, don't make me do it. You'll be happy once it's done. It's 30 seconds of your life. You've totally got this. And P.S., you can just end it a little earlier if you need to. Let's go. Left leg is in the sky. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick shakeout. Let's not procrastinate because it's just going to delay the inevitable. Right leg is high. Let's do this. Three, 2, and 1. Okie dokie. I think this deserves a little victory dance because that was bloody epic. So we've done front of the thighs and back of the legs. We've obviously been working hip flexors and glutes. There's a bit of quads and hamstrings involved in those as well. We're going to now start playing coming down into the splits. And again, I'm going to highly, highly encourage you that even if you have a bit more range in your body, stay higher up and then peel down the layers as and when you feel like, oh, this is so easy. It needs to have that thought process of so easy. I know normally people say, push to your edge and then in your flexibility, but sometimes what happens is we end up injuring ourselves because we're just not ready to push into that range. So I'm going up super nice and high. I'm going to find a really comfortable split, and then I'm going to imagine my front leg pushing into the ground and my back leg pushing into the ground at the same time. Once you finish your first 5 counts, relax. Now here you might think, okay, I think that's feeling pretty good, Sally. If you're feeling after the first 5 seconds that you'd like to take it down a little bit deeper, you're so welcome to. There's no pressure. Let's go for 10 seconds now. And 1. Amazing. We have 15 seconds coming up now. Again, you're welcome to stay or go a bit lower. Let's go for it. and 15. So good. We're going to come out of that. We're going to stack our blocks for the other side. Let's get the left foot forwards. Almost fell down with excitement. And then fingertips beside you. Push the ground away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I don't know about you, but I always have this side a little bit stiffer than the other. So if you need to adapt one side and not do as much as the other, please listen to your precious body giving you signals. 10 seconds. Let's go. And 1, nice. And again, you are welcome to go lower if you feel that that's appropriate for the last 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Those are your isometrics. Now, we can also do some other funky isometrics. The last one that I'm going to share with you is something called an eye isometric. So we're going to hold our eyes in a static position off to the side. Now, the way your nervous system is wired up, I'm not going to get into all the science, but it is really cool. I would use as a neurophysio this tool to help an athlete get deeper into their splits. You're going to have your right leg forward, your left leg back. Your eyes are going to snap to the left. They're going to find a target they can easily see over to the left. It should not split in two. And you're going to hold your eyes on that. And we're going to see, does that help your body feel a little bit more comfortable at its deepest range whilst doing the isometrics of the legs pushing down? Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you're like fully on board, Cell. Right leg forwards. Go into the depth that you feel is appropriate for your body. Press down through the legs. Snap the eyes to the left and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really, really good. Hopefully you felt that there was that tiny little bit of shift going on in your body. If you didn't, remember that's cool. Not everything works for everyone. We are going to try it again on the other side because maybe one side's better than the other for you. You're in your splits, you're pushing down, snap the eyes over towards the right. Find a target and hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. You are on the path now. You are ready to start working on your splits. Isometrics is always a great place to start, and you have smashed this class. Please let me know how you feel down below. I can't wait to read your comments. And also, please join me for the next class. I'll see you there.